Yeah, so 1990 I headed off from the sunny coast to Toowoomba, to USQ, and started a degree in journalism. About halfway through that year I changed to psychology, and so I finished with a Bachelor of Science psychology degree. Yep. Yeah, the very first day at uni actually I met some Christian guys, some student life guys, and they invited me to a barbecue, and soon I found myself playing some tennis and doing Christianity Explained. And it was about Easter time, 1990, I gave my life to Jesus. Yeah, I was sitting in the cafeteria minding my own business, and a couple of guys came up and asked if I could do a spiritual interest questionnaire. And we got on a conversation about God and spiritual things, and I had no background in Christianity or church, but I bluffed away through some of that, pretended I knew something I didn't. They saw through that, and they invited me to find out more. And I knew no one at uni, so I just wanted friends. And so friendship became playing some sport and going to some social things, and then doing Christianity Explained. Yeah, and over a period of weeks, I started reading the Bible the first time. I liked this guy, Jesus, and I figured if he loves me that much, then I want to know him more. And so, I became a Christian. Yeah, so I was, got discipled one-on-one. I was in a Bible study group, attended some camps, and I guess as I started, I think about a year later, I had to go sharing my faith, and I had the shock of my life when someone said yes to becoming a Christian, and I thought maybe there's something in this, and so I started doing some ministry myself. Near the end of my degree, I was challenged to consider going to full-time ministry, and I did. So I shared my faith with everything that moved, and saw lots of people say yes to Jesus, which is exciting. I wasn't very good at discipleship, so I was more on the evangelism focus. So I had lots of people praying prayers and saying yes, but not many going. I guess I didn't disciple many people from that point. It took me a while, probably a couple of years, to work out the importance of discipleship. I started my first of 13 years working with student life, and it was a good time. I guess God really implanted me a vision for trying to reach the world and help fulfill the Great Commission. Yeah, so a couple of years after I started with student life, I met my wife, now wife, and we got married. We did ministry together, and we kept going. I guess in those days, I just developed a sense of wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I'm going to help fulfill the Great Commission. And so I did 13 years, as I said, with student life. Then I decided to change tact, and I headed into the teaching area. So I did a couple of years of training, and then I went to teaching. I moved down to Logan, and with my young family, my wife and 3 kids. Taught for 6 years. Then I had a bit of what my wife calls a play year. Did some outdoor education, did some kayaking and rock climbing and abseiling, those kind of things. Did another year of teaching. Then I went into church ministry, so church pastor for a few years, and I've gone back to teaching again. But all the way through it, my focus has always been on the Great Commission. So regardless whether I'm at Woolworths or on uni or at a school, wherever I am, I'm trying to help fulfill the Great Commission. And I'm trying to look up for opportunities to share my faith, trying to look for opportunities to disciple people, mentor people. Yeah, so I went to uni. The last thing on my mind was I was going to find out about Jesus. But now it's become the most important part of my life. Every day I'm trying to learn more about who Jesus is and what it means to follow him. Just that focus of the Great Commission is always been there since that time. And so I'm always thinking of, when I wake up in the morning, how can I invest in other people? So just the other day I went down to the gym, and when I'm there I'm trying to work out who can I talk to, how can I make new friends, with a goal of hopefully loving them and telling them about Jesus. And so wherever I am, whatever context I'm in, I'm trying to play my part, whether it be a little part or big part, in helping people's lives turn around in the same way mine was turned around.